Alright, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you why I believe 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in the first 90 days, and why titans of trading trade the trend. As we can see here on this website, I have the IG Client Sentiment Report. Now this is updated every single day, and what it does is that it shows us the ratio of positions that are being held by the clients of IG, one of the largest brokers in the world. These ratios, obviously, they would provide some influence in the direction of the market, right? I mean, that makes sense. More supply and demand, the things are overbought, oversold, and so the market responds to that, right? So that is what the idea behind sentiment is that we would trade along with the direction that the market would go. Now, I'm going to share with you some interesting anomalies. These people are doing the right things, right? They're trading their Fibonacci's, and they're checking out their support and resistance lines, and they're analyzing where the pivot points are and all that stuff. They're doing all the right things just like they were taught by all those educators out there. But look what happens. Like, sometimes it works out, but like the majority of people here, this is the 50% line. The majority of people think that the price is going to go down, and it actually goes up. And then you can see more people think it's going to go down and finally does. But then still, the majority of people, for this entire time, up until here, the majority of people think that the price is going to go down. They are taking short positions. As they're taking short positions, the market moves up. Australian USD. This one's even weirder. This one, at least you can see sentiment goes down and the price comes down with it. But here it didn't, right? And in fact, when people thought the market was going to go up, the majority of positions were long, the price still continued to go down. But this one's even worse. Like, look at this big dive here. Only 27% of people thought it was going to go up, and yet the market went up. Now, this is all, like, people are putting positions in. That means that there's liquidity in the market. There's money there. And they're probably doing it because you take a look at this. Like, this shows that this is going to be, if you were to look at this on a like a 4-hour chart especially, this would show overbought, and so everybody thinks it's overbought, and so they go ahead and they start opening up some short positions. As they open up those short positions, because the price comes down a little bit, showing proof that, okay, yeah, look, the price is going down. So the sentiment changes, and as the sentiment changes, the price goes up. Look at this one. Crosses over. Here, everybody thinks, the majority thinks it's going long, and the price goes down. Then people wisen up and they're like, whoa, okay, fine, the price is going down. As they shift their sentiment, the price shifts and starts going up. So, I have a bold statement to make. Like, look at all of them are this way. The majority of people think one thing and the price goes the other way. But they're all following all the rules. They're doing what they're told by their educators. What's wrong? Why is it not working? Look at this one. Drops. Everybody loses faith in the euro pound, and the price goes up. Euro USD, the largest traded currency on the planet, the most liquidity. Everybody gravitates towards this because there's just so much liquidity. Number one traded currency pair. This one must operate under normal market conditions, where if it's overbought, it's going to start to go down. If it's oversold, it'll start to go up. Right? No. This one's actually probably the worst. Price, like, look at this. The majority of people the entire time, except for this peak right here, majority of people have short positions, and it just goes up. So, this begs the question. If retail traders are taking these positions, and it is not influencing the movement of the market, what is? What is making the price go the direction that it does? because we now know it is not the positions that are being taken by the people who are adding liquidity to the market. Or is it? The liquidity that is there. See, when we wake up and we go to trade, we're looking at all the charts and we're looking at everything, right? We're doing our technical analysis just like we were taught, and we implement. And the majority of education is all around all those different ideologies. Elliott wave theory, the harmonics, all of those stuff. All of that is being taught, and people are soaking it in and applying those lessons. And as they're doing that, their positions are being taken up. The majority of people are losing their money. It's because when bankers wake up in the morning, they don't even look at the charts. They look at the positions that are being held. See, they have access to data that we simply don't have. They log in and they can see, oh, look at this. IG has, 800,000 customers, or, all of the affiliates of IG, because there are tons of brokerages that also piggyback off of them. Look at all of these people putting in short positions. What do? Well, they're not going to let you win the market. They're just going to work against you. So what they do is that they take money and they actually add liquidity to the markets. So it is the liquidity that gets added does influence the price, but it's not your liquidity. It's the bank's liquidity. And they use that as an investment because it's like, well, it's a zero-sum game, Paul, so how are they actually making money? Well, they take those positions out of your pocket, and then when you wisen up right here, you're like, fine, it's going up. So you change your sentiment. They just add liquidity that they took from you. They take that liquidity and they work it against you by taking your positions the other way. Look at this. If it was going up and then you thought to yourself it was actually going to go up, you're probably thinking this is going to be a retracement or something like that. Yay, it'll go up. Look, we can see it's a new high. This lower is higher and this high is higher. This retracement is perfect. It's going to go up again. So everybody changes their position. They're doing the right things. The educators are like, yay, 5 stars, you win. No, you don't. The banks look at your positions, they take them. This is why I don't trade any of the things that educators teach. This is why for 2 years I traded a demo account. And I really wish that I would have had access. I could have, I just didn't know how to search them or whatever else. I wasn't that coachable. I wasn't that teachable. And I wish that I was, because now that I'm trading this way, I'm seeing other educators out there that are actually teaching this stuff. And that's why I'm making this content, because there aren't very many of us. There aren't very many people teaching trend trading. But this is why I trade the trend, because the banks are in charge, guys. We have no say whatsoever in the price. We place the positions, the banks take them. That's how the market works. People think that, oh yeah, Fibonacci and pivot points, and I agree, they exist. I can see them. I've drawn the lines. I know they're there. But time and time and time again, when I log onto this page, I see the price always work against the client positioning. So, my rant is pretty much over. But I wanted to share this with you because I believe that, for me especially, this was a pivotal point in my trading life, where it became, I don't really call it a career because I've got other things going on with my life that are actually more exciting than charts. But I have fun with this because I see it as a path for a lot of people to become more fulfilled in their lives financially. So that's why I'm doing this. But this is why I teach people trend trading, because I don't want them to do this and go short while the price is going up. It doesn't make any sense. But more and more people do. Like, How many years has it been going on like this and nobody's ever said anything? Well, in a sense, I'm kind of a whistleblower, but I'm not really because it's right here. The data is right here. You can log into this website. I'll put the link in the description for the YouTube video. You can go to this site and it refreshes every day, and they just share the client sentiment versus the price. Look at the France 40. Everybody thinks it's going to go up. Majority of people think it's going along. Price goes down. Look at this one. Everybody thinks it's going down, goes up. It's going to go up? No, it's going to go down. Look at this. 85% of people thought the price was going to go up. They had long positions. Price went down. I hope that this is helpful. If you like this, I encourage you to subscribe because I'm going to be sharing more content like this as time goes on. If you want to argue against me, I'm open to debate. Like I don't want to be right about this, guys, but I just look at the data and I think to myself, who has the liquidity to take out the positions of people who are trading, who are adding that liquidity? Who has more liquidity than us? Well, the banks. So, yeah. And if you want, I really encourage you to check out some of my other videos. I show my strategy on how I trade the trend and the things that I'm looking for, indicators that I use, settings that I use on those indicators, all that good stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing the community grow. It's been great so far. People are really enjoying it, and they're adding. They're adding to the community as well. So I encourage you to be a part of it. I've got links in the description for that as well. So there are a couple of ones. There's Lux Algo, and then there's a private group that I also have that I manage where we're taking trades live. But I'm dropping trades all over the place. I'm dropping more and more now. I'm starting to put my callouts so people can see what trades I'm taking. Obviously, disclaimers and all that sort of thing. You know, trading has its risks, blah, blah, blah. You could lose more money than you put in, so on and so forth. But yeah, again, thanks to everybody that is joining this community. It's a joy to be a part of this journey with you guys, and I look forward to hearing all kinds of stories about people making money. So take care.